Howdy, hi, and hello everyone. Welcome back to Noah's Nest. I just woke up probably an hour ago. I might sound like shit. I am sorry. But today, I'm gonna do relaxing shit. I'm going to be making some characters through some different RPGs. TTRPGs, if I want to say it correctly. And for this episode, I will be doing Dungeons and Dragons. Yes, you've heard it here. We haven't played Dungeons and Dragons in a very long time. But character creations, a lot of people still play this game. And why not? It's easy, simple, and I've done it for so many years. It's going to be fairly quick. So I might do 2 or 3 characters. Who knows? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll for a class, roll for a race/species, roll for a background, and I will try and make a character surrounding that kind of background. I'm only going to cap it at a level 10 because I don't want to be too high and be like, oh, this is the story. I don't want it to be too low because it wouldn't really make any sense where you would make a character that hasn't really been through anything. I'll write a short backstory of the character and then we will see how much time this actually takes. The first one I'll be doing is a druid. I'm doing the 2024 characters. I don't know what the fuck the difference is. I haven't looked at anything that's different. I don't think there's going to be much of a difference in my opinion. Yes, they could get better shit, but I don't know. With this, they have a lot of species, from new and old. I can roll, and if I get a character class, if I get a species that is the same from new and old, I can roll another die to see which one I'm doing. If I'm doing quote-unquote legacy or core rules or whatever. Okay? Alright. How many fucking races are there? Goddamn. 1, 2, 3, 4. 52? Alright. Fucking generate it. See what happens. Fucking 28. So I got a Hexblood lineages. I have never done this one, but we'll fucking do it anyway. Hexbloods have magic within their souls. They can become a hag. They have different languages and ancestry skills, and they got dark vision. They can telepathically talk to people. They got hex magic. Okay. Alright, whatever. Let's do it. Now background. God damn. They're a charlatan. It would take me another goddamn hour to start typing out everything. I just scrolled and picked. Sue me. I don't know. But they're gonna be a charlatan. They know how to deal with people. They've talked to them. They make them tick. Everyone kind of knows what a charlatan is. They can talk their way out of situations. You know what people want. They get an itching. You get them what they need. Okay. So, charlatan, druid, with a hex blood species. Alright. God damn. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Finally. Jesus, fuck. It took longer than I expected. Okay. Here is the character. So he is a hexblood druid. His name is Soyan. Also, if you want to use these characters, take them. I don't care. Play them however you want. I just was trying to get some ideas. Here's his backstory that I tried to make up quickly. He was born into the hexblood bloodline. There was no such thing as Easy Street. Once you were a certain age, you were kind of thrown immediately into witchcraft. Gaining that magic ability early was kind of what the colony needed at the time. But the bad side about this colony is that they also wanted you to take pain. They quote-unquote tortured these kids. They already knew that they would be singled out because they have a past of having dark magic or like evil within their blood. So most civilians didn't like them, or heroes, quote-unquote heroes, would slaughter them. And this colony wanted to teach the young ones what happens in the real world. Throughout most of the years, most of the kids in this colony would turn into witches for the grant stuff, maybe just deal with plants and whatever. But Soyan wasn't like those normal basic crotchety kids. He was always by the animals. He treated them nicely. But one night, chasing animals, having fun during one of the evenings, something inside of him, something in the back of his mind said burn. As fire erupted from his hands, he was in a panic and he didn't know where he was. He didn't know how to stop it, so he just tried to run. He wasn't able to find an exit. Fire was erupting everywhere, and he got lost in the process. Many years later, he thinks that his family and friends are dead from him, and probably vice versa. He's traveling the world now trying to learn what the fuck just happened, but he also wants to convince people that not all witches or hexbloods are just innately evil. He's a druid. He is a wildfire, I believe that's what it's called. Yeah. He is a wildfire druid. So he gets a spirit with him. He can turn into fucking animals, blah, blah, blah. Anytime he attacks, fire or some form of heat erupts from his hands, as he can deal some of that extra fire damage throughout his primal strike. While running through this forest, while trying to run away from guards or quote-unquote heroes or adventurers or blah, 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 he has been able to get in and get out very quickly. He has the mobile feat. Trying to get from place to place in a jiffy is kind of what he needed. He has to disguise self. He needs to kind of stay in the background. It's not really great for him. The skills that he has are deception, insight, intimidation, perception, sleight of hand, and survival. Deception and insight, he wants to know. He needs to keep himself separated from his past. And he needs to see if people are even willing to talk to him. Intimidation, he's just innately intimidating. He's not trying to be, but if he has to, it's innately in his blood. Perception, he has to be perceptive at this rate. People have killed witches, have killed people that have hex blood. It is not good for his line of work. Sleight of hand, he was broke at a time. He was poor. He was by himself. No one would help. No guilds would help him, no adventuring parties. He was just by himself. So he had to try and find a way to get something, money, food, whatever. And survival, he's been on his own for the longest time. He's been in the woods for who knows how fucking long. He's just been grown up surviving. Strength, it's a 10. Dexterity is a 14. Constitution is 15. Intelligence is 12. Wisdom is 16. And charisma is 10. I didn't dive into like getting certain spells or armor or weapons. This is just a basic form of who is this character. I kind of like it. I like Soyen. I love playing druids to begin with, but having the hexblood species or race or whatever kind of threw a wrench into it, but I kind of like that I was able to kind of twist it to where they're not all innately evil. Sometimes shit just happens, and we gotta learn from it. Okay, let's do another one, because why not? Because this is gonna be like a fairly quick episode. So I'm not gonna do a druid because we already did fucking druid. Ooh, my fucking worst class. I hate this fucking class. Alright, if you don't know, in one of our past episodes, Cody and I did what's our favorite class and what's our worst class that we hate with a passion. And I have to do my least favorite class. It's a sorcerer. It's fine. It's fine. I'm not gonna try and wallow in it. Species, on the other hand. Let's spin this bitch. I'm doing a lizard folk. I love lizard folk. I really do. I like that they have their innate armor class. I like that they have, like, they can go in water. They can deal all that stuff. Now, here's the fucking tricky shit. Oh shit. Okay. So here's the background. Faceless. I don't know what this is, but we'll see I'll read this a little bit quickly. Being who you are, you can never be a hero. Whether due to your class, your people, your family, or your sins, something about you prevents you from effectively pursuing the path you've chosen. Even though that doesn't stop you, you left your old face behind, taking a new persona, becoming something more. Characters with faithless background don a disguise, literally or otherwise, as they adventure. This persona might be dramatic or subtle in a way. Well, that's just a normal fucking lizard folk. It's fine. We good. I think I got an idea. Species is that. Alright. I will be back. Once again, this one should be a bit quicker. Ta-da! I'm back already. That was fairly quick. Alright. My lizard folk sorcerer. His name is Trank. So, here's a little backstory. Being a lizard folk with magic is already a sign of bad luck. In his tribe, they were only looking for warriors, not weaklings with magic. So, as the years went on, they tried training him in combat, and it wasn't very good at all. But for some reason, he could take a hit. Most magic users were almost killed after a couple of attacks, if not even the first one. But he kept getting back up. They were intrigued, but not enough, since he couldn't fight. He was left in his tent. alone. And he wanted to learn and find a way to win fights without fighting with swords or clubs or whatever the whole other tribe uses. After many years of being left alone and learning, he wanted to fight the leader to prove that he could win. In the process of the fight, his magic surged as he took out the king and a couple of bystanders. After that fateful day, he was exiled from the tribe. Even though he still won, he wasn't able to stay without having bad memories. He's traveling now, trying to forget his past, and he never wants to use his magic or whatever he's learned. So, Trank is a wild magic sorcerer. He was never able to control what he was born with because he was left alone. No one taught him. No one wanted to keep him around. It was a bad situation completely. His specialty skills are Arcana. He's learned enough. He's delved a little bit deeper into magic as he was being left alone. Deception. He doesn't want his past to be dealt with. He doesn't want to deal with that. So he has to lie about where he came from. Insight. He already has a problem with trusting people because his own tribe didn't even trust him, even though he had magic and was different. Intimidation, he is innately intimidating. He is a goddamn lizard folk. Stealth, he was on his own. He has to go and hide from certain people because lizard folks are dangerous innately. In survival, he once again, as the same as the last character, he's been on his own for a while. Not as long, for sure, but enough where he had to probably find an animal, kill it, try and survive that way. His strength is 8, his dexterity is 16, his constitution is 16. Intelligence is 10, wisdom is 13, and charisma is 14. Yes, I know. Why not have charisma higher? I want him to be bad at magic. I want him to not understand it until later. Yes, I know it's already bad to begin with, but he doesn't understand what's going on. He was born with magic. He had no one to teach him. And, well, now he's here, trying to forget about it. Yeah. I'm not a fan of sorcerers. You know this. Check out our episode of Sorcerers and Artificers Suck, because I will tell you the main reason. There are so many reasons in that episode that I've proven to Cody that sorcerers are the absolute worst class to fucking be in. I know wild magic isn't a part of the new system, the new core rules, but I don't know. It kind of made more sense to me than trying to be a different kind of sorcerer. Should I just do one more? I'll do one more. How about this? I do one more, but we do a random one where I will choose a level. We'll do in 10. I'm not choosing a class. I will allow them to multi-class. Create the character. I will try and come up with a backstory almost on the spot. Let's just fucking make it and I'll see what it is. Alright. Tox is an orc druid. His strength is at 11. His dexterity is at 15. Oh god. Constitution at 13, intelligence 13, wisdom at 9, charisma at 14. His skills are animal handling, medicine, religion, and survival. And he has the hermit background. Okay. What kind of druid is he? He is also a wildfire druid. Well, how about this? We're gonna change this because I was already a druid and it was already the wildfire one. So let's do another random. Level 10, allow multi-class. And this person's name will be Suki. I don't know. Let's see what it comes up with. Just going straight for whatever it is. Okay. Alright. This is weird. But I'm gonna go with it. Okay. Suki is a mark of the making human sorcerer. Sorcerer is 9 and a paladin of 1. Strength is at 8. Dexterity at 14. Constitution at 15. Intelligence at 7. Wisdom at 16 and charisma at 17. He has skills in Arcana, Deception, History, and Insight. He has the Poisoner feat. So Suki has Lay on Hands, Divine Sense, just something quick. His Sorcerer, he is a Storm Sorcery. Okay. His ability score improvement, he's a Firearm Specialist. And he's also a Poisoner. Well, okay. I can maybe come up with, so Suki was born into magic. I don't know what mark of the human is, though. I'm just looking real quick. So, as growing up, they were kind of built to make stuff. And it kind of was a good idea for this sorcerer. Because already built with magic, that is kind of what everyone wanted to be. You were born with magic in you, so it should be even more potent to trying to build certain things, trying to use certain spells. So, building things as you grow up and dealing with being bombarded with like, hey, we need weapons, we need armor, we need this, we need that. It gets a lot. So as it gets heavier and heavier with people trying to surround you, needing things, needing more things, and blah, 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 he has a little bit of an anger issue. Oh, shit, I forgot. He has a background of sage. He's a researcher. Okay, this can still work. As he got angrier and angrier, dealing with all these people demanding, the weather started to change. Every single time he started to get more angry, the weather started to change. It would begin to rain, or like a thunderstorm happened maybe like a couple miles away, or something of the sort. And instead of trying to suppress everything, he was intrigued. So he decided to step away from trying to build all of these different things and backing down. So he decided to go to research. He was trying to find out, okay, he's already magical to begin with. Where is this coming from? And that's what he's still searching till this day. He doesn't know where he's from, that he had this innate magic. But he found out that his magic is surrounded by weather, mainly storms. So throughout his time doing research, he was able to find a way to combine the storm and the weather to help him excel in certain things. Like here, he's able to fly. He's been building weapons for most of his life, and recently it's been firearms. So he decided to kind of lean more towards into firearms. He was able to kind of pull on kind of the world and the storms, and he's now able to like kind of control them a little bit better. Maybe he can make it rain or stop raining, or like blow some wind around, and it'll only get stronger as time goes on. And with the poisoner feat, a lot of the people that worked there, well, that needed weapons, wanted there to be something more. So he would learn poison. He would try and delve in deeper to poisons. And people wanted like their bullets to be covered in poison, so they would deal more damage or like be coated into a more poisonous ichor. And as he started to delve deeper into magic, he found a way to he found a divinity. That's why he delved into paladin. He found one of the gods that dealt with storms, and he connected with them in some way. So as this god is trying to help him, trying to understand where he came from and why he's already innately magical, he wants to help this god while also using the storm around him. That's the best I got. That's really quick on the fly. I had to get something. This character is okay. Just looking at it, armor class is 12, which is not good as a paladin, but he is a sorcerer. Intelligence is good and charisma is great. Strength not so good as a paladin, but it makes sense that he could pick it up later in life. He's resistant to lightning and thunder damage, so I think he's not bad of a character. Like I said, if you want to use any of these characters, do it. I don't care. I'm not gonna play him. You guys can play him. Do what you do. Alright. That's it for this episode. Thank you all for listening. I really do appreciate it. Do something more relaxing and, somewhat relaxing. And, I will be coming out with more of these character creations. I love doing them. I love creating characters. I love creating things. So it just kind of helps me stay in the thick of it. So, thank you all for listening. I am Noah. This was Noah's Nest. If you want to check us out, you can check us out on all social medias, Facebook, Instagram, X/Twitter, which I think it's shutting down at some point. I have no fucking clue. But if you like this episode, go check out some of our other ones because they are funnier than this. But if you like informational, well, stick around because more information is coming to you. Like, share, rate us 5 stars. It helps us extremely. We all thank you very, very much for joining us. See you, love you, miss you, bye.